the cinema to see a film that you've not seen. Probably the film of the year. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Geostorm.
You've been to see Geostorm without me.
You didn't want to see Geostorm.
I really wanted to see a Geostorm.
Well, you can still go. You don't have to go with me. Where'd you fucking start?
What's it? One of the Garcias.
Huh? Oh, Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia and his twins' teeth are in the movie.
Did you see the teeth?
No, Andy Garcia is an actor that won't do topless scenes because his dead fetal twins' teeth are in his shoulder. Died in the womb. It's all fine.
It's all fine. Yeah, the baby's forgotten about. Teeth aren't.
So we're set 3 years in the future, I think, when Earth's weather has gone so bad that we need to put satellites in the sky that will stop the weather being bad. There's a tornado, poof, it does something, turns it off. Oh. Gerard Butler invented the machine, so don't worry everyone, it's easy to make. Yeah, keep throwing your fucking beer cans into the ocean. Really not a problem, we'll solve that shit.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, we're... Humanity, or the dumb half of humanity, or the dumb majority of humanity, is looking of ways to solve the actual issues that
piece of piss. If Gerard Butler can solve it, anyone can.
But they're coming about for the fact. But like, we're not stopping causing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So carry on. What are you saying? What?
Thank you for that political message there. But then somebody, who could it be? Who could it be?
Who could it be?
Takes over the machine. We don't know who it is. Could be anyone.
Secret.
And they start using it for bad things. So they start using it to set places on fire and put tornadoes. It could be anyone. It could literally be anyone.
Evil.
Until you see the cast and you go, what's him in it? Obviously it's him. I'll give you a clue. I'll run through the cast and you just tell me when to stop when you think you've worked out who the baddie is, yeah? So, you ready? Ed Harris. Everybody else.
Ed Harris. Ed Harris.
Yeah. Could be anyone, could be anyone. The film is total shit, obviously.
But it's got Ed Harris in it. He was in Mother last.
Yeah, I know, and I guess he wanted some easy money to go with that. I've just done a weird little independent movie that'll probably make no money that was quite hard to do. I need to balance that out.
Yeah.
And
I want to stand in front of a green screen for a few days.
Well, the thing is, right, so it's apparently it's had quite a delay, like a long production process, like, you know, producers have changed and everything like that. And it's pretty obvious they've done reshoots, because Gerard Butler's brother in the movie's hair keeps changing length quite frequently.
Really?
Yeah, like long, short, straight against head, long again, quite straight again. And so you can kind of gauge how many reshoots at least he did from that. And then I was thinking, is that why they got Ed Harris in? So that we can't find the continuity errors with his hair.
Yeah.
And then in one scene, Ed Harris has, like, the bit of hair that he has, like, stuck upright. And then it cuts to a different angle. It's flat down. You didn't even get that right. He's got 4 hairs on his head. And they fucked that up. So...
Strange, isn't it? How little care they have for the film.
How'd you do that so badly? Gerard Butler's doing this weird thing as well, where he's talking out the side of his mouth like Fred Flintstone. Has Gerard Butler had a stroke? Is that why he chooses so bad movies all the time? Could he not read properly?
I wouldn't put it past him.
To have a stroke?
Yeah, because he
like
does do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what that was.
Is that like, what's his name? Stallone? He kind of has that similar...
Yeah, but he's got that because he was pried out of Jackie Stallone's vagina as a baby with forceps and it fucked his face up. So let's not make him...
Scraping him out,
yeah. Why would you? I mean, you wouldn't want to come out to planet Earth, would you, if your first sight is the insides of Jackie Stallone's vagina?
Jesus Christ.
Is she still alive?
Is she still alive?
Yeah, I think she's about 403. So, yeah. There's one scene that I particularly
His daughters are alright, though.
Stallone's?
Yeah?
I don't know.
You've not seen them? 3 of them? They're all very lovely, I'll say that.
So, there's a scene where somebody turns the it's called Dutch Boy, the Geostorm thing. Because they go, it's called Dutch Boy because the little boy who put his finger in a dam to block the water. What? That's all we get of that. What story is that?
Oh, right.
Have you heard that story?
Yeah.
Oh, I've not heard that one.
Little boy saved a town by...
What, did he have to live there forever then?
I guess so, yeah.
Food?
No.
Right. Fair enough.
They just left his corpse there, like, you know.
There's another machine that they've got where they go, which was a bit jarring. They go, let's turn on the rock and roller. And Gerard Butler's going, is the rock and roller turned on? You think, ew.
yeah. You're right there, mate.
In the film Rock
you
and
do
Roller.
know that, don't you, mate? Yeah.
I didn't even hear the word rock and roller used as much during the promo tour for Rock and Roller as in the one scene where they were being funny because he's in the film The Rock and Roller. So there's a scene in it, so just to get you the level of quality the film is. So somebody's turned the heat machine up. Basically, imagine if somebody watched Die Another Day and thought, how can we do a sequel to that but without James Bond in it?
Cross with the Avengers.
The rainy one.
The rainy Avengers,
the Avengers in the TV. I haven't seen it, sadly. But
you need to.
So some guy goes into the shop because it's so hot. He hasn't worked it out yet. The cat is in the fridge. He goes, "Oh, you're in the fridge." Oh. Then he buys some eggs and he goes outside and he drops the eggs on the floor and they fry instantly. And he goes, "Oh my god." He hasn't actually noticed the temperature increase personally. He needs.
His skin is fine.
Fucking Renard from the World is Not. Why can't you feel things? So he gets in his car, panicking, and he's floors it, and the car, like the road, is literally crumbling.
Yeah.
His tires and his engine's fine.
I thought his wheels would be like melting
no,
into
the car's fine, don't worry.
Right,
Don't, you would think that.
I would think that. And the steering wheel
moron.
Through the
car
glass.
is fine.
Even you're a moron.
No.
Like the glass
road
of
is
car.
melting, the tyres are fine.
Yeah.
You stupid Graham. The tyres will be
fine.
fine.
Is the glass of the car even like a little bit like bubbly or melty?
No,
like,
but as soon as he gets out of the hot zone, it freezes. Because I guess it must be cold. I don't know.
Okay.
There's another bit which literally plays out like a comedy where some woman is running away from ice and some people are like freezing because they're not as fast as her. And then seagulls start falling out the sky. There are more frozen seagulls and then an aeroplane. It's like fucking Monty Python.
Sounds stupid.
There's a bit with a dog where, you know, the standard disaster movie dog scene.
Oh, does a wee.
No, where it runs away. What do you mean where it does a wee?
Oh,
Disaster. Go on.
I just pictured it like cocking its leg and freezing. I'm sure I've seen that in something.
No.
Anyway, move on.
So the dog's like, you know, runs away from its owner, and it's like, is it Independence Day? So do you know Roland Emmerich?
Yes.
He directed Independence Day.
Day After Tomorrow.
Every disaster movie, Day After Tomorrow. Apparently he was on set to direct a scene, and he did the dog scene, because I guess that's his thing. And apparently he said to whoever was directing it at that point, that wasn't him, he said, "I've actually got a scene from 2012, the John Cusack movie. It didn't make it into the final movie, but if you want it, you can have it." And he described it and it made it into the movie. So this is the kind of movie that accepts scenes that weren't good enough for 2012.
Don't worry, John Cusack's not in it. He's not recognisable in it anyway.
Why? I like John Cusack.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he's not like, you know, you can't spot him in the distance, you know what I mean? Like he was... Anyways, a throwaway thing. Anyway, so did you spot the scene?
No, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Basically, nothing happens for the first hour. It's this giant conspiracy thing of trying to work out that it might be Ed Harris. They think it's Andy Garcia and his toothy twin. But whilst Ed Harris has just sat there the whole movie.
Yeah.
Because Gerard Butler's brother is in the government and he is going out with a woman who's a spy for the prime president, who's toothy twin and Andy Garcia. So that's that. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I mean, it was shite.
Yeah. But
I worried that it was going to be in the sort of boring spot of where it's not good, but nor is it so bad it's good.
Fast and Furious.
Fuck you, they're good. It was just about enjoyable as a bad movie. Just about enjoyable as a bad. Because do you know when it's like, there's one bit where they think Gerard Butler's dead, and some just NASA guy's like, "He's dead." like fuck you, what do you, is that the dad? And they just don't sit and not explain that scene. Like there was a few scenes that just about got me through. I was on the back row, and if you go to the very edge of the back row and look down, there's a bit of a drop. Some people sat there, you know, so they're against the wall. And at one point he stood up and he just looked over the drop for about 5 minutes. And the person I was with thought it might be because he was going to jump rather than go past us to the toilet. But I think he might have been working out if that distance would kill him. That 15-foot drop. Yeah.
Well, apparently you enjoyed it. So why are you thinking people are going to commit suicide?
No, I wouldn't say...
You enjoyed it. You just said it just about enjoyed it.
It just got through it.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
I don't want to see it again, but I don't regret having seen it.
See, that's enjoyment.
No.
I think that's vaguely enjoyable.
I don't know. But I know...
Are you a fan of Gerard Butler now?
Are
you a fan of Gerard Butler now?
No. This is how good this year has been, like, movie-wise, because we've had such amazing films like Logan and Moonlight and Trainspotting 2, which I thought was really good.
Excellent.
Even the Gerard Butler movies have increased slightly in quality, because I didn't enjoy it, but I didn't hate it as much as last year's London Has Fallen, which was abysmal. This wasn't on that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Olympus Has Fallen?
What was the second one? Oh, that was the first one. Yeah, I've seen both.
Have you seen both of them?
Okay, yeah. I've seen the Fallen franchise.
Well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, I'm never gonna watch it.
That's
is it so? Spoiler time. Is it Ed Harris in the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's Ed Harris. Who the fuck else is it gonna be?
Okay.
Literally, who else would it
possibly
possibly
be? It could have been him. It could have been like a big double bluff, and he's secretly controlling it all for money for the terrorists.
I don't even understand Ed Harris's. I think Ed Harris wants to destroy all of America's enemies and the president, and enough people that he will then be president.
Oh.
So he wants to take over the world.
He's storming his way up the food chain.
It was very strange. Oh, and there's also a Cockney guy in it who I think is the Irish guy from the Misfits. And it is the worst Cockney accent. I mean, even Dick Van Dyke would be going, what the fuck is that? With that accent.
That's not how he sounds.
And the acting, like, you know, when it's got, like, humour and it just is terrible. Like, I think I'm going to be fired because he makes, like, an age joke about Gerard Butler.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make an age joke. Make a weird mouth joke.
Weird mouth.
Oh, yeah, Gerard Butler goes back into the space station. And they're like, oh, what, we've got an American helping us, you know, and he's like, yeah, I'm the guy that designed this thing. He designed it like 5 years ago. It's the thing that saved the planet. And you're thinking, if even they don't know who Gerard Butler is, and he saved the world, why do I know who Gerard Butler is? And he's just a shit actor. And the Cockney guy's like, oh, it's you. That's the guy who delivers it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, so it's bits like that get you through. Anyway, bye
It's
everyone.
like that. You're laughing at the film, not with it.
Just
Do
confused
you think
by
it was? But do you think it was meant to be entertaining in that way?
Oh, I think it's meant to, not in that way. No.
So that's the problem, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's shite.
So it's a £1.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, it's a £1 movie. It's
Well,
just a
good
very
films
low
are £1
quality.
these days.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
It's the kind of film that you should have the large things pinning your eyes open to watch.
Yeah.
But for some reason I paid to see. Bye everyone.